Hi, Leo. We have some interesting energy that's at play for you right now. We have the box, which this is a very consistent, controlled, predictable energy. It's comfortable, it's safe, it's familiar, it's what you've known, it's something that you have grown accustomed to. This can talk about your jobs, your duties, your responsibilities, the role that you play in society, the role you play in your family. You may be a parent, you may be a sibling. um, there are these rules that have been put into place to keep you in line. And some of them are good. Some of them are necessary. Some of them you need. Some of them you don't. This is a card that can also bring up restrictions, blocks, and maybe you're needing to break the rules a little bit. Think outside the box. That's actually the first thing that came to me when this card came out, as I was getting into your energy and just seeing what's the Leo collective going through right now. So there may be a desire for some sort of renewal or shakeup or expansion. That's going to require some bravery. That's going to require you to break the mold, to break this barrier, to break these limitations and the expectations that you have on yourself, that others have on you, society that's placed on you, how you should act, how you should walk, what you should do with your life. By a certain age, you should have this, and that, all these expectations that have been placed on you without even your permission. So you may also be dealing with a person of authority, people of authority, a higher, kind of powerful person or group. It could even be talking about government. It can talk about maybe it's just your boss. Maybe it's something that is keeping you in a cage though. And there is a desire for expansion. There is this desire for something different or something to just bring in a little bit more excitement, a little bit more fun, a little bit more, a little something. Now, by breaking the barrier, breaking out of this box, it's gonna bring in a little destabilization. It's gonna take you out of your normal day-to-day regular routine, regular life. This inside the box is what's familiar, what we know, what we can predict. It's keeps us safe. We feel a sense of control, knowing, okay, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna see this person, and this is gonna happen. Outside the box, it's out of our control. We don't know what to expect. It's the unknown. I can't even speak, you guys. So it's a fine line to walk. I am seeing at the bottom of the deck, we have the womb and also the unseen. So it is showing there's something new developing, something that you're not quite able to imagine at this moment, or you may, again, restricted from even how there's more colors than what humans can see. But how could we imagine this color? We haven't seen it. Our eyes don't have the capability or whatever the fuck, So it's how can you imagine when you haven't experienced it yet? So this will be an interesting reading. I will be honest. It's going to be interesting. The energies lately for this week, the readings have been very complex. So we'll see what comes through. We'll see. But I hope you're having a wonderful day, and thank you so much for being here. Let's see what's going on for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do you guys have going on right now? The World, your first card with the Knight of Pentacles. Show me clearly what's going on with Leo. 5 of Pentacles, okay. It's the backside. 8 of Cups and the Star. We have the 5 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups at the bottom. And even the High Priestess reversed, High Priestess backside. Okay, I'm using vice versa tarot if you want to know. So the backside is the reversed interpretation, okay? Oh, right. So let me just see here. What's jumping out right away? First of all, I'm noticing this whole like people pleasing tendencies, or, the expectations, the roles, the demands, whether it's from your job, whether it's from your family, whether it's from your partner, whether it's from, certain institutions, acting and behaving in ways that in like it's kind of putting you down. As you can see in this card, it's kind of weighing you down, putting you down. It makes you feel weak. It makes you feel like vulnerable, powerless. And yet here you are trying to balance everything, make sure everybody's happy, make sure that, bills are paid, mouths are fed. You're juggling a lot here, but where's the support? Where's the support? Because you're doing this all on your own. Here's the front side, here's the back side. They're doing this all alone. You're trying to like turn water into wine. Like I feel like what you're doing is challenging, and there's the box also. Oh my god, he's holding the fucking box. He's holding the box, right? And you're like, okay, maybe you work in a warehouse or you deal with a lot of boxes. Maybe you work with Amazon. I'm just kidding. But, well, maybe you do. Comment down below if you do. But I'm just imagining like a bunch of boxes. I'm also seeing like the visualization of like someone moving, packing up a bunch of boxes. Or I'm seeing in my mind's eye boxes that are covered in layers of dust. So it's even like an energy of sorting through, clearing, getting rid of some things that are taking up space. So that's just a side message. What else can I just kind of see like right off the bat? Your intuition is screaming at you and being like, dude, there's something more. There's something more meaningful in this life than this, than whatever this is. There's something more in alignment, but you're trying to figure out what that is, or how can you get there? Dare to dream. Can you allow yourself to dream outside these limitations? So your mind, I'm hearing your mind can be your block, and I'm also hearing your mind is a weapon. What, can you control things? Your mind? I mean, I guess you could say like law of attraction. Yeah, you can control certain things with your mind. I meant more like physically, but anyways, so let's get on with the reading, right? So we start off with the world. There is this transition that you are in your life. Something is clearing out. Something is ending. There's something new also starting up. And it just feels there's an inner knowing you've had for a while that like time is ticking in this cycle, in this job, in this relationship. Like something's on its last leg, or it's like on the final chapter, final page. Like you're getting ready for a pivot is what this feels like, a pivot in your journey. And I do see that this has been a long time coming. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It is the backside, which tells me that there's like a pause, right? There's a pause. There's, as we can see in this card, there's these stones in the way. It's not like, I mean, come on, the horse could easily jump over that, but I feel like this is saying like watch your step, or be intentional of where you're going, or, just be aware of certain blockages or boulders that are being put in your path. You might be forced to slow down. Knight of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. These are both the backside. So in this Five of Pentacles reversed, he's inside. He's no longer out in the cold. He's now inside. But this is kind of an energy of like the lingering trauma or past. I'm actually seeing that the Six of Cups at the top of the deck. Six of Cups. There may be some things from your past that you haven't yet shook off or gotten over. There's still reminders, or like you're trying to leave, you're trying to move away, but look at this Eight of Cups. All these cups are damaged, they're broken, and well, you're gonna have to go out and buy a whole new set of glasses. Maybe glasses like the head on your head. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully your glasses have not broken, but maybe that's something for someone. Random as fuck. But it just looks like you're wanting more in your life than where you're at right now. You're not quite fulfilled on this path, on this journey. And you need to listen to that. You need to honor that. There is something calling your name. There is something that you're being guided towards, and you need to listen to that instinct. We'll see what this is. We'll see what you're moving towards, but it definitely looks like there is this wish that you have, and it is being granted, but you have to leave behind the box. You have to leave behind what's familiar, or like what's become comfortable or predictable. You have to break a rule here, or certain like structure, routine. You could be letting go of some sort of guilt or something that's been eating away at you. Maybe it goes back to the people-pleasing tendencies. 5 of Swords and then the 2 of Pentacles. I also feel like there's a situation you're dealing with where it's hard to make everybody happy. If you do this one thing, these people are happy, this person's miserable. You do this thing, this person's happy, those people are miserable. So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So what about you? What about what you want, Leo? Where's the support? Because it's like you're trying to bend over backwards and make everybody else happy and do what they are telling you to do. And then it's like this 5 of Swords, you're being punished if you don't do it the right way, or if you slip up or make a mistake, you're being judged for it. You're being treated unfairly here. And so this 3 of Pentacles, you're just like, look, 3 of Pentacles backside, you're putting in all this effort, and it's like, where is this getting you? Nine of Cups. So you have these hopes and dreams and desires, and you may feel like it's out of reach right now. You may feel like it's just, you know, pigs can fly. Pigs will fly when this happens. But it is possible. And it is very, very, very much yours and in alignment. You have to believe, and you also, you know, this could be saying it's time for a change, or it's time for a move, or again, it's a pivot. You're needing a pivot. You have to pivot in this direction. Even if others aren't happy about this, or even if you might disappoint some people, or these expectations others have on you, you know, they're not being met. And you know what? Expectations got to change. Your own expectations, other people's expectations, what they want from you, it no longer resonates. So High Priestess reversed, there could even be something that's revealed to you around this time. There might be something that comes to light, something that you've been feeling was on the rise for a while. Like intuitively, you kind of had a nudge, you kind of had a sense, but it just got stronger and stronger. And now something's being revealed to you that confirms your instincts and confirms what your soul was communicating to you this entire time. So who knows, y'all? We're going to clarify. I feel like there's a lot going on. Let me feel this out. I'm being drawn to this one. Okay. So let's see why the world is here. You might need to just take a pause, take a break to just catch your breath, especially if something is over or something came to an end recently. You might just need a moment with this Knight of Pentacles. You're like, bitch, I just need can I catch my breath? Oh my gosh. Let me just process. Let me warm up. I was in the cold for all this time, frozen, could barely feel my fingers, and now I'm inside and oh my God, let me just warm up and let me just process what the heck just happened. Yeah, okay, so let's see what the world is talking about here. And this card wanted to come out. Hierophant reverse. So I'm seeing like breakups, ends of contracts. Some of you are going through a divorce. I'm seeing that you're taking the alternate path. I'm feeling like a scratchiness in my throat. Actually, now I need to drink my water. All of a sudden, I'm feeling tightness. I'm feeling a tickle in my throat. Maybe you're getting over some sort of like illness, or I don't know. So good. Nice and cold. Stay hydrated, y'all. Anyways, let's pull some more. But this is, I'm hearing like it's kind of an inconvenience. Well, I don't know if it's for you or if it's for others, but why is the world in the Yeah. Why is the world here? I was going to say world in reverse, but it's not. Knight of Pentacles, double confirmation. And then we have these. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Interesting. 4 Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. I'm hearing this is what comes after. Okay. All right. So, Hierophant reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. Very heavy, earthy energy. We just had the full moon in Taurus, by the way. You would have been feeling that energy because Taurus is fixed sign. We're in Scorpio season. We got a lot of fixed energy right now. That's heavy squares. Heavy squares. And those are challenging aspects in astrology. So, I'm just saying. This is an energy where it's like, hey, you're moving in a direction that's unfamiliar, out of the norm, out of the box. It's completely a different change to your routine. And this is going to take some time for adjustment. That's going to take months, probably, maybe even years. I don't know how long you've been in this path or this journey for. For some, this has been going on for a while. And even if this is like a separation of like dividing assets, money, all that shit, properties, children involved for some. This is something that's been a long process. It's kind of, you could say it's been dragged out. It definitely could have been dragged out. But anyways, something here, it's been a slow process. It's been really slow. You're like, Jade, I know. I've been dealing with this entire time. There's something you've been holding on to, though, or this goes back to the box, the power that you hold in this situation, or it's like, how do I put this exactly? Staying in a position of being in control or having a sense of knowing of like what's going to happen. Everything's predictable. Everything's set in a spot. A, B, C, D, like everything is lined up accordingly, exact, planned out. 5-year plan for some of you. That's like I'm seeing a connection here with the 4 of Pentacles in the box. Like this is also showing here. What the fuck is going on with this deck? Oh, I knocked it. There's something you've been holding yourself back from doing. It's like you didn't want to give something up. You didn't want to give something up. I don't know if this is out of like pride, ego, if this was out of fear of not having enough. Like I get an energy of kind of clinging on, slowing down the inevitable because it's happening. It's like where you're going, how this is unfolding. It's taking a while. I can't fucking speak today. Okay, just bear with me. It's been taking a while. I feel like with the 4 of Pentacles, you kind of slowing it down or dragging out a little bit more than necessary, but that's just what I'm seeing right now. It's fine. You're at your own speed, your own journey, your own pace. It's fine. 4 of Pentacles to a Knight of Cups. So if you've been holding back your emotions, some of you have been dealing with a breakup or a separation or a divorce, and you're like wanting to deal with that and clear that out or get over or heal from that before you move forwards in a new commitment or a new relationship or new love. I'm also seeing like if this, you can swap the roles. There's someone here who wants to offer you, look at this, Knight of Cups to a Queen of Cups. He's literally giving this queen a cup of his love, his emotions, his feels, his vulnerability. But look at how it's in a controlled manner. It's very planned. It's like, yeah, I just get like a pre-planned, prepaid phone. I'm just kidding. It just feels planned. And it also feels like an energy of like, I'm going to wait for the right moment, or there's an energy of also withholding emotions or withholding information or not. It's like letting water slowly trickle out of the tap, like drop by drop by drop, when you could just put the tap on full, but maybe it's needed to control it so it makes less of a mess. I'm trying to make it make sense. Okay. Nice. 10 of Swords is at the bottom as well. So this is clarifying not the Fool. Whereas my brain, the World. This is clarifying the World. So ending, something coming to an end. And again, I'm seeing like separation, split up, breakups, divorce, or even like old version of yourself you no longer resonate with. Old identities, old expectations that you're shedding this dead weight. Something that's no longer you. Something you no longer align with or you no longer resonate with. Do I want to look into this Knight of Pentacles? I kind of don't. I feel like it's just going to continue. We had the Knight of Pentacles come out twice, so now I think let's move to the Five of Pentacles. You might look at something like it's not really growing or nothing's really activating at this time. We're going to have to look into this Five of Pentacles. Look, the World's at the bottom. Spirit could be saying it's time to move on. Like if you're not seeing any growth or progress and you've been giving it time, it's been going on for months, years, and it's the same. There's a good chance it's probably going to stay like that. And Eight of Cups is after the Five of Pentacles, which is suggesting, hey, like you've learned and gained all you could here. It's time to move on to the next step. It's time for something different. It's time for something that's more in alignment with you and your spirit. So let me see why this look, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. You've been given this a lot of time. You've been patiently waiting. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles backside here? I'm hearing you found the light, or you're now in the light. You were in the darkness. You were like literally in this unknown transitional fate. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. King of Wands. Let me just shut up for a second. We have the King of Swords. This came out in Cancer's reading. Different deck, but the same combination. King of Wands and Swords came out for them. If you have any Cancer placements, go check that reading out. It was very interesting. Five of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. What are you weighing out? Three of Swords reversed. Chariot at the bottom. Okay. It's time to make some smart moves. Time to do better, time to act wiser, make smarter decisions that are going to help you in the long term and also help you avoid disappointments, heartbreak, and devastation. Choose wisely and protect your heart. Keep your heart in mind while making this decision. With the King of Wands, well, hold on. Actually, I want to talk about this King of Swords first. Being logical, looking at the facts. This is the energy of like problem solving, knowing very clearly what needs to be done, what needs to change, what needs to be released. Deleted is actually what I heard. Deleted. Like there might be something you actually have to delete. Maybe it's on your computer, maybe it's on your phone. I don't know, but there's something you're like clearing, cutting. And this is the logical energy. This is also where you could be having conversations and discussions and receiving information that's going to help you, improve your life, improve your money, improve your future. And then King of Wands, let's now start to create. Let's start to take action. Let's start to make things move. All right. We've been moving very slowly. If anything, maybe even taking a break, taking a pause, recalibrating, planning, right? The box, following certain structures, rules, the expectations that we've had, but changing and pivoting. And so this King of Wands, this is the kind of person who sees change as a good thing, sees change as something that enhances, brings in excitement, brings in something rewarding. Okay. And so with these choices, you're weighing things out. You're having to keep your heart in mind so that you avoid future disappointments, heartbreaks, disaster. Okay. That's the way that we're putting it. Okay. And the Chariot is also at the bottom. So again, Five of Pentacles backside with the Chariot shows me that there's improvements in your life. This is the energy of recovery after struggle, after, being pushed down to the ground, beaten and treated like shit, like garbage for some, right? This Five of Swords dealing with some assholes. But yeah, so Chariot, Six of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. There might be some familiar faces that come into your life, but I'm seeing this as something that's gonna help you or support you, or there's like some familiar individuals that you're on good terms with. I'm seeing like this is people that provide stability, or they're like trustworthy people that could be returning into your life in the near future. Or maybe they're going to help you or help guide you or just be there for you in some way, shape, or form. So that's cool. Let's see this 8 of Cups. Page of Swords. Definitely learning and seeing things from a different perspective. You're questioning things that you've been told your entire life / you believed your entire life or for a long time. Yeah, Page of Swords and Death. Your perspective is changing greatly. And then we have a Page of Pentacles. So it's like you're receiving and learning and absorbing all this information. You've been watching, you've been researching, you've been asking the questions, you've been analyzing yourself and why you do the things you do, why you show up, what, you know, you've been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of watching. And then you take that in, you start implementing change. Now it starts to show up in the physical. So from the mind to the physical. I don't know why I'm doing that with my head, but like I'm seeing like a great change taking place, and you're starting to witness this in the physical reality. So this could be enhancing your money. Some of you are starting a new job. Some of you here, like there's new things you're testing, new skills that you're putting to the test. You know, it was all just theory. It was all just like from observation and watching and reading. And now you're actually doing, which I think we've been kind of saying that. Oh, and then we have a Page of Wands. You're getting all these pages, which is like initiation energy, like new beginning, new. So that's kind of what we've seen at the bottom of the archetype deck. So from the box, which is like, you know, what we were saying, familiar, rule, structure, routine. It's in your control. It's predictable. It's comfortable. It may not be rewarding. It is in a way keeping you trapped in this cage, but you might kind of like the cage a little bit, but the cage is opening up for you. It's like I'm seeing a bird in a cage, but the door is open. The bird has been so used to being in that cage for months, years. It has this whole world. The whole world is opening up for you, aka the womb, right? Womb, energy of creation, new life. This is even like feminine energy, motherhood, new life, whether literally like a new life, pregnancy wise, or if this is symbolically of just like new life for you that you're unlocking, right? And again, the unseen, you don't know. This is a whole, oh my God, I'm just looking at the bottom of the archetypes cards and I'm just like, there's a whole other side of you that you have yet to experience, that you have yet to, I'm hearing, let me introduce myself. It's like a new version of yourself that you are going to become familiar with. Right now, it's unfamiliar version. You haven't unlocked this character yet. And then underneath that, we have the seed, which is all about new beginnings and like new life. Oh my God. I feel like you're entering a new era, a new life, a new chapter. It's giving new energy, a brand new season for you. New era, Leo. New motherfucking era. Significant. Very potent. Very significant. Very powerful. Very pivotal. Tell me the star. Pay very close attention to your dreams. And you may also be someone that's meant to be in the public eye or receive like attention, recognition. You have a lot of like talents and skills that will be recognized by many. And you'll have a powerful, beautiful, healing influence. Yeah, whoever you are, you could be extremely influential, or you have this aura about you that's just different. And I feel like you'll easily gain a lot of momentum because this is something that's in alignment with you. Okay, why are we quiet here? Maybe it's because I'm talking. Let me zip it. Tell me the star. I'm hearing you meant to use your voice. 10 of Wands. 2 of Swords. Page of Cups reverse. See, why are you holding yourself back? Why are you holding yourself back? You have a lot on your plate. I understand. You got a lot of like duties, obligations, responsibilities. Oh my God. You're tired and burnt out. You're like, it's also showing this dream or desire that you have it's going to take some work. This isn't something that's just going to be, snap your finger, wave a magic wand, boo, there you go. You're going to have to put the effort. So you have to decide, how bad do you want this? 2 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. And also, what are you carrying right now that no longer deserves your time, energy, attention, and just occupying space? Remember what I've seen about the vision about the boxes and the dust that's like on top? It's like, man, you're never going to open that box again. Let's be real. Maybe just get rid of it. Throw it away. Burn it. Burn it. And it could just be like energetically, like things that you have stored, suppressed, pushed down, that you never fully process could be coming up. There's something that you're clinging on to, but you get a choice of whether or not you want to continue holding on to that. And then we've seen that earlier with the Knight of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Like there's this moving forwards, but it's slow because you're also kind of holding back or holding on to things that clearly aren't in alignment with you anymore, or it's like old energy, old outdated contracts. There's like hesitation of signing new contracts, energetic contracts or little contracts. But I'm hearing you'll get a better deal. You ever have, and that's so true. Sometimes, right, if you're with like a phone company, maybe your contract is up, but you're paying maybe $100 a month and you're like, I'm just not going to bother to go in, get a new one or whatever. It's fine. But maybe there's a new contract that would be better bang for your buck. If you just came in, instead of paying $100, you're paying $80 or whatever the fuck. It's expensive here in Canada. I don't know. There's some countries where it's really cheap. I'm like, wow, must be nice. We're getting scammed over here. But it's fine. I don't give a shit. It's fine. But they'd be scamming. So, and then what? We have the Page of Cups reversed too. And this is for the Star. There's something you're not allowing yourself to express. There's something you're not allowing yourself, like this feels like a blockage from fully creating, expressing, sharing with yourself, with the world. What are you suppressing? What are you pushing down or ignoring or turning a blind eye? Because in the 2 sources got blindfold on. It's like, what are you, if there's emotions that are too intense, you're like trying to swallow it, trying to push it down, ignore it, pretend like it never happened. But the Star is like, let's come clean. Let's face it. Let's heal this part of ourselves. Let's transform this area of our life. 32 minutes. Okay. So I feel like there's so many different messages in this reading. 2, oh no, not there yet. 5 of Swords. So we'll look into the 2 of Pentacles after. I'm hearing I'm looking at these cards and I'm hearing someone that leaves you waiting, or it's very much like a power struggle. It's always on their time, but then they leave you waiting and leave you high and dry. Okay, what the fuck is that? 5 of Swords for Leo. 5 of Pentacles at the bottom, full circle moment. We just had the 5 of Pentacles earlier. 5s are coming through in your reading. You might see 555. 5 of Swords. We have the Chariot in the reverse. So something's truly like put your foot on the gas, not on the gas, on the brakes. Something's fully like coming to a complete halt, a complete standstill. And there's something you don't have much confidence in. Or I'm seeing also somebody that really takes a hit to your confidence, or someone that makes you feel like you're not capable or not, you couldn't do it without them. There's someone that is trying to slow you down, like pop the tire, try and steer you off course. 5 of Swords. Magician, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. Whoa. Holy crap. All these new opportunities that are coming towards you. New energy, new action, new intentions, new mindset. And then it's like shaping out in the physical. I'm seeing money coming in, money that was like long time owed, perhaps. I mean, maybe you borrowed money from, you're paying them back, or I'm seeing money that was owed to you. It's being paid back. There's some things you're not going to let slide. There's some things that you're not going to forget. There's some things that you're not going to be renewing, basically. What's at the bottom? Just taking a peek. 3 of Cups. You're taking your energy elsewhere. Oh, I'm hearing you're taking your business elsewhere. Maybe you work in sales. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and 4 of Wands. And I'm also seeing an energy of having a difficult time seeing, like, oh my God, I can't fucking speak. What am I saying? There's an energy of, like, questioning who can you truly trust. Because you also have people trying to make these deals or plans with you, but then they don't follow through. Because remember, we're clarifying 5 of Swords. So there's something about competitiveness, a bit of, like someone trying to one-up you, or like you can't do better than them. They always have to be ahead of you. They purposely throwing blocks in your path so that you're a few steps behind, so that they feel powerful, so that they feel, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a person like that. So I don't, I don't know. They got off from it. Something like that. Or someone who doesn't want you to be happy unless it's with them. This could even be representing an energy of like someone who doesn't want to commit to you, but they also don't want to see you with somebody else. If we're talking about like love, although, I'm not really, that's just an example of something that made me think of. 2 of Pentacles, backside. Why is the 2 of Pentacles backside? Emperor. It's time for you to make decisions for yourself. 9 of Wands and the High Priestess. Yeah, and you don't also have to tell everybody your business. You don't need their acceptance. You don't need their approval. You don't need their congratulations. You don't need all that. You don't. It's not a need. It might be a want. It's not a need. So this is showing here, you got to start living your life for yourself and give a little less fucks about what everybody else wants, expects, demands. And that might not be so simple, but with persistence, with consistency, because that's another thing with the box. So when you're breaking out of the mold, out of what's familiar, what is also habit, because you've been doing this for a long time, maybe your entire life, this is so ingrained. Now that you're starting to break those barriers, that requires bravery, strength, consistency, mindfulness, conscious, mindful habits, right? And that's literally what this is showing here. Because I feel like you're like reprogramming your mind. You're completely shape-shifting your brain. I can't. I'm ruining it. I'm ruining it with my speech is all fucked up. And then even with the High Priestess, this can sometimes represent being a little bit more mysterious, not being such an open book, letting people wonder, letting people guess. What is Leo doing? What's Leo up to? You don't have to air out all your business to everybody. I'm just saying. Let's see. 3 of Pentacles backside. Why is this here? I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. I only have a couple minutes left and I gotta go. I've noticed lately, like, my reading's getting longer and longer and longer. I'm like, is that a good or bad thing? I'm like, it can't be bad. It's not bad for me. But don't comment, be like, it's too long. Put it on 2 times speed. I'll talk fast, but at least you'll get through the reading quicker. Temperance. I'm seeing you're, like, holding out with patience, a good attitude. Whatever is truly meant for you will never pass you by sort of mindset. Yeah, and then we got the Sun. Nice transitions. The Wheel of Fortune also at the bottom. So, you're taking your belongings, you're taking what's yours, you're packing it up in your little box. Oh, I have the loose thread. Oh, it's inside out. That's why. Okay. Maybe there's some loose threads you gotta clean up. Some loose ends you gotta tidy up, okay? But as you're moving forwards, you have a really great attitude, an abundant mindset. You're just shining so bright, and your future is full of a lot of great things. All your hopes, dreams, desires, they're yours. Your dreams becoming your reality. It's happening because you're finally taking the action to put yourself and your needs first. Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I see you getting stronger mentally, physically. Your confidence is increasing. Your belief in yourself is increasing. Your belief and trust in your intuition and spirit, it's like higher than it's ever been. Your faith, the most faith you've had in years, maybe your entire life. High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. Ten of Swords. High Priestess and the Ten, or not ten, I want to say Ten of Cups. World reverse. This fell out right below the Queen of Cups, and that was the World. So something, it's showing something's got to end. Something has to be cleaned up. Eight of Swords, and then the Hangman. King of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, so this is the hang up. This is the hang up. This is what's kind of blocking you or slowing you down. You're going to get there regardless. You're going to get there regardless. But I'm seeing the biggest hang up is loose ends from the past, staying in positions, places that you've clearly outgrown. This chapter is clearly over. It's done. You keep listening to the same song over and over and over, watching the same movie over and over and over, but it's the same story. It doesn't change. The story is the same old story. So it's time for a new story. The World reversed. There are certain lessons that you have to really get it in your brain. Get it in your brain, okay? You don't have to go through this again. Once you finally accept, because there's something you've been resisting, there's something you've been avoiding, there's something you've been dragging out. Comment down below. Let me know what it is. Send me an email, a message, DM. I don't care. But I think that is just because you've gotten so used to whatever this is. You've gotten so comfortable, even if it's not the bestest of the situation, even if it's not that good. But you've just gotten so used to it. It's become convenient. It's become like you become reliant on this thing or this habit or this excuse or this person or this place or, so it's very hard to imagine what your life would look like outside of this way. If you're in a relationship, it's dysfunctional, it's crazy toxic, but like you've been in it for 10 years or since you were a teenager or something like that. And you're trying to imagine, well, what is life without this person? Even though this chaos is like so damaging and I hate my life sort of mindset or this job or this place, it's like you've gotten so used to it. It's hard to imagine what it would be like without it. And maybe there's even a fear that's related to, well, what my life could be. What if it's worse? What if I won't be better off? Or like there's these mental blockages that are trying to confine you, trap you, keep you stuck in what's familiar, even though what's familiar isn't the greatest. It's not getting you anywhere. And I think you know that. But it's because you've gotten so used to this. Maybe it's a place you live. You've been living in this place for a long time. And the thought of moving, you're like, oh, I don't want to do all that. That's such a long, hefty process. Oh, I have to fix up all these things. So that's like your excuse as to why I'm just going to stay put and stay comfortable, even though it's not fulfilling, even though like my soul is literally longing for something else. But okay, I'm just going to tolerate this. You're going to get a point, whether it's now, whether it's a month from now, a year from now, whenever, it's your free will, y'all. Maybe you need to think about it some more. Hangman, different perspective is needed, though. You have to look at things from a different lens. It's like getting your eyes tested after years and years of wearing an old prescription. It doesn't fit you anymore. And maybe you're scared to go get your eyes tested. You're like, what if they're going to say something's wrong? What if I'm going to be blind? But it's like, once you get over that fear and you just confront it, you're going to be like, oh my God, what was I so worked up about? Oh, I'm so glad I did that. Wow. Whew. I was making that all out of nothing. Something like that. So be brave, Leo. Step out of the box. It's time. You got this. Be consistent. Take it easy on yourself. Little by little, you'll experience a beautiful change and a new motherfucking life. All right, I'm gonna leave your reading here. We've been talking for I just seen 4444. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. Let me know if it resonates. Private readings are available down below, and I will see y'all later. Bye.